comes to the TV show Bad Thoughts, I'm going to be honest and say it is very different from what you usually get on Netflix, but for all the good reasons. It's funny, first and foremost. Some of these episodes had me in tears laughing, others had me holding my stomach because I was laughing so much because of the disturbed great comedy we get in this show. Whilst I will say, yes, it is very funny, it's also very, very disturbed and dark. Sometimes there's a few moments in this show where I couldn't even look at the screen and I found it very hard to look at, which I believe was Tom's mission, which he executed very well. Not only that, but the creativity in the disturbed depravity is one to applaud, with each disturbing story feeling very different from the other and not one feeling the same. I think it's something to applaud. The acting in this show is surprisingly really good, as you see a lot of the people appearing in this are mainly comedians, which they're not known for their great acting, but I think they did a fantastic job of it. And then when you have the professional actors on the show, I think they did a great job as well, whether it be their comedic timing or just reacting to the absurdity that is this show. I enjoyed that. From a visual perspective, each and every sketch looks very different from one another, and I think that's quite a cool thing to do, to give each of these sketches a unique identity separate from the others. What I really enjoyed about this show is that you don't have to be a Tom Segura fan to enjoy it. You can go in fully blank and just enjoy it for what it is. Now, whilst there are references to his stand-up material, it helps to know what he's referencing, but it's definitely not a necessity. But while I do say that, I enjoy that Tom Segura uses this to mock celebrities that he's been known to do so for many years, that being Steven Seagal and Garth Brooks, in which he goes a bit deeper, darker and weirder on this particular show. With the Garth Brooks mockery, he probably had to change the name of it for legal reasons, but you know who he's attacking. Now, when it comes to critiques, I'll be honest and say I have very few. What I will say is, when it comes to the Tom Segura sketches where he's playing himself, I found to be very underwhelming in comparison to the others, mainly because it's in reference to his stand-up material, whether it is talking about a story that he has talked about on stage, or there are many references to his old stand-up material throughout a particular sketch. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely not terrible sketches. My second critique is that the sketches, a lot of them are very short, and it's really disappointing, as I really enjoyed being in this world and the concept around it, but I understand why not all of these stories go on for so long as others, as it could kill the comedy of a particular concept if it's stretched on too long. Overall, this is a very dark and disturbed show, but it's a very funny one as well, and I really enjoyed being in Tom's mind, even if it is quite a disturbed mindset. And I really hope to see more of what he has to offer, if he is given the opportunity, of course. Is this show good? I'm going to be honest and say, no, it's great. Rating wise is a 9 out of 10. Now, when it comes to would I rewatch it, the answer is 100%. I'm still thinking of those sketches every now and then, and they still make me chuckle, and I think that's a great sign of a good show. Now, when it comes to recommendations, I recommend Tom's entire stand-up discography, but specifically his first 3 Netflix stand-up shows, as it's got the best of his material, and I think he got better as a comedian in that time frame. I think his best one, in my personal opinion, is Disgraceful. Definitely recommend. Now, when it comes to TV shows that are similar, have to recommend Legal Gentlemen. Not only is it a great British sketch show, but also it's just disturbed and a lot of dark visual gags throughout the show. It is very funny, but I also advise not eating when watching it. Secondly, I recommend Frankie Ball's Travel All Night, another personal favourite of mine. It sadly only lasted for 1 series, but what you get is definitely amazing to see. A lot of weird, sexual and often dark humoured sketches. So if you enjoyed this, you'll definitely enjoy that. And like Bad Thoughts, you do see Frankie Boyle somewhat mock himself, whether it be in the sketches or just in the stand-up routines. And then lastly, I recommend The Chappelle Show. Definitely not as dark as this. I don't think it's that dark really. The sketches are very funny. He does attack celebrities, and he even pokes fun at himself from time to time, which is always nice to see. Those are my recommendations. This has been my review for Netflix's Bad Thoughts. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, but most importantly, thank you and have a nice day.